to Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the old Confederacy, and the host to AIM's 1993 Inner City Project. We're standing here in the middle of traffic to tell you about this project, so if you hear some noise, it's okay. We have 50 teenagers here in Richmond this week, doing multiple projects in multiple locations. We are going to take you on a tour today of many of those. We hope you enjoy it.
St. Paul's Walking Ministry deals with people who are from the street, predominantly. And basically the philosophy is that we treat everybody with respect. And this is something that is not commonplace on the street. So therefore people are able to accomplish things that they wouldn't normally accomplish because they feel a sense of self-worth emerge in a Christian atmosphere. Okay. Last year with Adventures in Missions, we were able to start a vacational Bible school which combined inner city kids with kids who had more privileges, and it gives both of these groups of children the opportunity to learn more about what their greater community is about. And we're in our second year, and we've increased from 10 children last year that we had to beg and plead to get here to 30 kids that are just having an absolutely wonderful time. I think that's important. Okay?
Thanks. We're going to go now into a classroom, and you're going to see a group from North Carolina working with this group of 30-some kids. I think they've got them in 3 different rooms. And this is St. Paul's, and we've got children from the Episcopal Church and children from the ghetto, so that's sort of neat. So come with me.
Everybody get real low down on the ground. Do we need a little bit of everybody listen. We're going to teach you a new song, okay? That's real easy. You got to start down low, we're going to grow. And the words are, read my Bible, pray every day, pray every day, pray every day. Read my Bible, pray every day, and I'll grow, grow, grow. And we're going to grow up, okay? Ready? Everybody's going to hold up. Read my Bible, pray every day, pray every day, pray every day. Read my Bible, pray every day, and I'll grow, grow, grow. And I'll grow, grow, grow. And I'll grow, grow, grow. Read my Bible, pray every day, and I'll grow, grow, grow. Don't read my Bible, forget to pray, forget to pray, forget to pray. Don't read my Bible, forget to pray, and I'll shrink, 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 and I'll shrink, 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 and I'll shrink, shrink, shrink. Don't read my Bible, forget to pray, and I'll shrink, shrink, shrink. But if I read my Bible, pray every day, pray every day, don't pray every day. Read my Bible, pray every day, and I'll grow, 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 and I'll grow, 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 and I'll grow, grow, grow. Read my Bible, pray every day, and I'll grow, grow, grow. Everybody, do you love Jesus? If you love Jesus, yell! Woo! Lift Jesus higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher. Cast your burdens on Jesus.
No, not yet. Come on over here.
You guys, did y'all play sports on there?
Once you get over here, you guys bow to the other person, and you guys take steps. Let's come over here, because they won't be able to step that. Let's come over here.
What's your partner? She'll give you a balloon. Come on. Okay, come on, this way, this way. You say, I'm not going to get you wet, you wet me. Okay, you got a line? Well, I want to thank God for this missions trip that I'm on. It's been a life-changing experience for me, especially coming from the inner city, and I've got conditioned to just helping people, but this has been a life-changing experience for me, and I thank Adventures and Missions for having me out as the guest speaker. I come out of 23 years addiction, grew up in the city in Philadelphia, crime all my life, in prison, not just in the United States, but overseas in Korea. And I'm glad that God is using me for his kingdom to be able to share my testimony and just enlighten people what the power of Jesus can do in somebody's life, because I'm a living testimony.
We're here at Sacred Heart Neighborhood Center in the Blackwell area of Richmond. This complex is run by Father Mike Maruka, who is a Jesuit priest, and he's about 35 years old. We're having lots of traffic noise here. He has an ongoing ministry to the neighborhood of Blackwell. In the wintertime, he has an after-school program for kids. We're now in July. From June to August, he has a 5-day-a-week day camp. He has over 100 kids this summer, and we are here helping him for a week. We have had 2 groups all week, 2 groups of about 10, working with the camp and also helping with some cleanup projects around his building and his fields. So we've been really busy all week with kids, and hopefully we'll get Father Mike to talk with us. Amy, tell me a little bit about the kids, where they come from and how many of them you have, and how you've got the camp organized this summer.
Okay, we have about 125 kids. They're all from Bainbridge and Blackwell, mostly just like up and down the streets and around. We've got 5 classes. We've broken it down into age groups 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9. 10 and 11, 12 and 13 year olds. All of our teachers are teachers from the neighborhood. They don't have any kind of special training or any degrees. They know the children, they love what they're doing, and they keep coming every day to work with the kids. Each of them have 20, 25 kids in the class. It's hot, there's no AC, but we're doing the best we can to get them out of here, going to the pool, going to all the museums. People like Movie Time have been great. They let us have 6 free movies a week for the kids to watch here in our little movie room. Just a lot of different things.
How have our groups been able to help you all?
There's always a lot of projects here that have to be done. I know they cleaned the kitchen when it was probably 110 degrees in there. Clean the gym, clean the stage, done a lot of backyard work. We don't have any funding to pay any groups to come in and do this kind of thing, so when we can get volunteers to do it, it really is a tremendous help. They've also did a lot of work with the kids, one-on-one, 2 or 3 are with each classroom. I know yesterday they went swimming with the groups and came back worn out, that's what they said, because the kids were really active.
And how have the VBSs gone?
I think they've gone really good. The kids have enjoyed them. That's the first time that we've tried that this summer. And for one thing, it's air conditioned in that room, so that makes them happy. They can get up there.
How did you divide it up?
The
The vacation
Bible school. We just did it by classes, and 4 and 5 year olds get it one day, 6 and 7 get it one day, 8 and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Everyone gets it one day. I think that's the best way to work it out.
Well, we do appreciate having the opportunity to work with you all. This has been the area that I have had the best feedback from groups. They just said it's been a wonderful experience. So, thanks so much for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good night.
Sweets?
Yes. Would you tell me just a little bit about how you got involved with Father Mike's teen program and how then you got into volunteering?
Well, I started coming to the gym like 3 or 4 years ago. And Father Mike, he had a whole lot of stuff for the teens. He had weed and seed. And on Fridays, he had one stuff for the teenage ones around the neighborhood. And last year I was in the summer camp because they had it for older kids. And this year they said the older kids couldn't come, so I couldn't get a job. So I said I'll volunteer here.
So what are you doing as a volunteer? What are your jobs?
Most I just clean up the gym after breakfast, set up for lunch and breakfast. And sometimes I help with the classes. Like when they go on a trip, I help them watch the kids and stuff.
So you're sort of a counselor when they go on the trips, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah. And you said you started coming to the gym. What was going on in the gym?
I used to come to the after school program.
After school program. And there are lots of guys that hang out and play basketball too in the gym, right?
Yeah, we got a team. We play tonight.
Yeah. Okay. And tell me what you think about Father Mike.
He alright sometimes.
He's alright sometimes. Is he sort of strict?
Yeah, sometimes he acts like he's mad at you for no reason at all sometimes.
He's got a lot of kids, right?
Yeah.
Well, Sweet, thank you for chatting with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sweet, tell me about your teen program that you're involved in.
It's a program for teenagers, because since they can't come to the summer camp, so every Friday we get together and go on trips and stuff. Like we went to the ropes course last Saturday. Went to the what? The ropes course.
Ropes course?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Up there by King's Dominion. Right beside King's Dominion. And we go on, and we put one on a camping trip at the end of the summer.
A camping trip?
Yeah.
Do you know where you're going?
West Virginia, so.
West Virginia. Gonna the Rapids.
Yeah, white boy.
Oh, lots of fun.
That's awesome.
How old are you, sweet?
16.
16. Great.
Okay. So you've been in Philadelphia for 37 years?
37 years. I've been raised up there through the gangs, through the drugs, the prison, you name it.
What kind of work are you doing right now?
Well, we have an inner city ministry. We minister to children, to the drug addicts, to the homeless, and I was full-time or part-time right now.
And is it what part of Philly?
North Philadelphia, the heart of the city.
Yeah. Do you know where we've got? Well, we had a place there, the Zoo, on 17th and Thompson, 18th and Thompson.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So 1 block north of Girard Avenue.
That's just, yeah, right. We have a grammar school there now with about 300 or 400 kids, a lot of them right to that neighborhood. So I know it's one of the toughest.
Oh yes, yes.
Well, let me get in there and
They
I'll
turned the
ask you
camera
about.
on us.
I see.
So-
Did you get introduced to Marty?
Marty, yep.
Marty's
I asked
getting
her
her
what her name was.
getting her master's at VCU in communications, and she's writing a thesis on the language of film. I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Do you speak film? See,
I don't
didn't
speak
ask-
film. I've seen 2 movies in the last 8 months, you know. Which is, I think I'm the only person in America who's.
No, I'm right in there with
Are you right in there
yes.
too? And I love going. But anyway, you wanted to.
Yes,
ask about-
I want to ask you a little bit so that you can tell the camera.
Okay, but if you ask, you all must get tight and cozy.
Where's
all
that
cozy.
fishbowl lens?
Yeah, that's what we need,
This
right?
is a borrowed camera. This is nothing fancy. It's a missionary.
It's like really, that's like
Right.
most of us.
Come on in, Frank.
Okay,
We're
come on now.
working with-
You
Cozy
need to
up.
talk up.
Okay.
You've
well,
got a very soft voice.
All right.
Okay. I want to know how long you've been in Richmond and how long you've been at Sacred Heart and what it was like when you got here and how you've seen things change.
Well, in 10 seconds or less, I got here actually 3 years ago Saturday, this past Saturday, July 10th, 1990. And
And where did you come from?
I came, just before that I was in Chile. I did my last year of theology prior to being ordained as a priest down in Chile, and then I was sent here. People ask me how I chose Richmond, and I say it was the vow of obedience. That's what got me here. That's kind of the short answer. And I inherited this building, which had been a wonderful school and closed down in 1986, just for various and sundry reasons, money not being the least of them, and was asked by the bishop to try and get a neighborhood center going, a community center going, in a dilapidated, poor, mostly African-American neighborhood. And so piece by piece, we've just been trying to put different things in place, and I've had to deal from everything from asbestos and putting together a board to fundraising and hiring people, and none of which I could find in any of my theology textbooks. So sort of flying by the seat of my pants, and I see us as just kind of walking and trying to be faithful to a mission of really wanting to focus on people who are on the margins, which is very hard. And we really want to concentrate on that group of people. And we're trying to, bit by bit, provide whatever services we can for those people. And at the same time, try and build a community amongst the people who are working here and who are connected, either by way of salary or volunteers. So that's what we're trying to do here.
And so tell me the programs that you have going.
Well, we have right now a summer program with about, Jinnie was just telling me there are 105 children here today. We have during the year we have an after-school program. There's a boxing program downstairs. There is lots of basketball that goes on here. That's kind of the main event for most of the year. Upstairs is a program with which we've been assisted by the Junior League of Richmond, and that provides daycare for children who are 2.5 to 5 years old, and at the same time the mothers, and now we've got a couple fathers up there too, which is kind of extraordinary, are preparing to get their GEDs and learning about parenting skills. And together with them, we'll be expanding that program to provide 20 daycare slots in September of this year. So it'll be full-day daycare. We hope about 15 of them will be subsidized daycare for neighborhood people, and then a few slots which will be paid perhaps by people who are working in some local businesses and can afford it. And we have emergency assistance and what else? Boys Club, Girls Club. What's the matter? My dream is to get a school going, a middle school going for boys. As soon as they get out of elementary school, there are 2 elementary schools nearby here which we draw on for a lot of the kids. I'd love to get a middle school for boys, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, get our hands on them and do what we can.
Where do they go to middle school now?
Well, then most of them would go to a place called Thompson, which is a long ways away from here.
So it's out of the neighborhood.
Right, or Moody which is across the river, way away from the neighborhood. But it's also a time which is enormously difficult and when they're really, literally right on the edge, if they haven't been there already.
Yeah, it's the most important years of their lives.
Yep.
Get them right there during them grades.
And the Society of Jesus, the group that I belong to, has opened 6 of these schools recently in a number of inner cities with Hispanics and African Americans. And I'd love to do that. We have the facility, and it wouldn't affect any of the other programs. So that's one of the main things I'll be working on this coming year.
This is a question that a lot of the groups that call me up, call my organization up, ask. This is sort of a unique mission for our organization in that very seldom do we get the opportunity to work with Roman Catholics. And, tell me your vision for that, for working across vast gaps.
Yeah, I'm a huge believer in ecumenism, and that the different churches really have much more in common than not. Now, there's some churches which are, at least to my taste, not to my taste, to my theology, off the screen. But by and large, I think we have much more in common. In Richmond, my experience here has been there's been a great interest in and desire to work together with across different denominations. So I'm delighted to do that. I'm delighted to have AIM here doing Bible studies with the kids and helping out in other ways.
How did we meet? I can't.
How did we meet?
Yeah, how did we meet? What was the connection?
I don't know if it was Mr. Cochran.
I think it was Charles Cochran and Myrna.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
And then on the crossover board is Cullen.
Cullen Rivers, right.
Who speaks very highly of you. So I'm very much in favor of trying to do that kind of thing. Here comes some of the kids now, fresh from the. You guys want to wave to the camera? There you go. All right. One of the. I'll be very frank on this religious question. One of the struggles I have is how explicitly to deal with that. And, is that to become an explicit, integral part of the work we do sort of every day? And I, have ambivalent feelings about that, and, need perhaps to be reminded by groups like Mary Lou's of the need for kind of an explicit evangelization of the kids. But that's where different understandings of grace come into play, I guess, and how the mysteries and how all that works. I see myself first and foremost as a priest. I belong to an order called the Society of Jesus, the Company of Jesus. So he is the center of my life. How he is manifested in the world is another question. So, but anyway, I'm delighted to have them here working with us, and straightening me out, keeping me honest.
Thank you. Phyllis, can you come in front here? Oh, Jiffy's taller than you are.
Well, yeah. No, just kind of, okay, here. Look. Okay, I'm just going to pan across, get a few faces here, a few smiles. Yeah. Okay, Mary Lou's going to start talking?
Okay. The couple over here on the right are Phyllis and Richard Haxton and their granddaughter Jiffy. They are helping me with this project. This is their second year in Richmond. And the other faces you see are from
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
And the name of your church?
Calvary Baptist.
Right. And we have John Cutler,
Terry Kloiber,
Matthew Warner,
Holly Ziegenfuss,
Jason Beatty,
Amy Burke. And since we just have a moment, I'm going to ask John if you'll give us just a brief impression of what it's been like to work here this week with Father Mike.
Okay. Well, in a word, it's been very practical. We've had a good balance, I feel, of the theoretical and putting into application some of the things that we've been learning back in our church, back in the youth group, and in the adult classes too. We like to study what the scriptures say and be theologically solid, but this has given us an opportunity to put into practice some of the things that we have been learning. And it's given us an opportunity also to share some of the things that we've learned with some of the local folks here in a very practical way. People are very receptive in the midst of picking up garbage and painting and working with the small children to hear what you have to say. And more importantly, to hear what God has to say through you. So basically we try to be ready at any moment for whatever might come up in the way of opportunities. And just be ready, in season and out of season, to be an encouragement, to give a word of testimony for the Lord, to just share what He's done in our lives and what motivates us to be here doing these practical things. So it's been very balanced, and we've appreciated the opportunity to serve and to teach, actually, and to minister to one another. It's been an encouragement and an uplift to us as a group. The Lord has used the opportunity to build new friendships and the opportunity to solidify the friendships that we have amongst our group too. So it's been very nice that way.
Cool. Anybody else have something you want to share with the camera lens here? Nope. This looks like a still picture on this, right? There's not a lot of action, so if you all feel enthusiastic or you have something you want to say, we can get it to be a little more informal.
I do. It's been a very interesting week. We had a lot of fun working with the kids, getting to know them, showing them a positive role model so they can try to be better out of the city, get away from the drugs and all the crime and everything.
Cool. Anything else?
One thing I found very interesting today, this week, was watching these young people at their Vacation Bible School program, and they were demonstrating the difference between faith and belief. And this little boy stood up, and he said, "Well, do you believe I'll catch you?" "Oh, yes." So he had his back to the young person and started to fall backwards, and he caught himself real quick. And that was not faith. So another boy stood up, and he stayed perfectly still, and he was almost to the floor, and he was caught, and he never moved a muscle. So that was faith. To me, that was really a wonderful illustration. Thank you, guys.
Get as many sites as you can. So we're just gonna...
Well, the boys were playing basketball earlier. Yeah.
Right down below you.
Oh. Hi, who are you?
What's your name? Salia?
Saida.
Saida? Pretty name. How old are you? How old? 4? 4 years old? You have lots of energy. I see you running all over the place.
doing here? What are you doing here? Hiding? Okay. I'm going to follow you. You walk, I'm going to follow you. Kevin, walk that way. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to hold on your arm. Hold on. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Cool. Tell me what we're seeing here, pal.
Okay. Now, thank you for your good sheet. Are you finished working on the yellow sheet? How many have finished their yellow sheet? Okay. Wait a minute. We're going to talk about what you have on your yellow sheet. Now, remember, you have to write something in each of the sections here. Because after each situation, you have to list the foods that you're going to make for this breakfast. And once you list those foods, then you go over a little column and you're going to check off, did I have anything from the meat and egg group? Did I have anything from the milk group? What about the bread and cereal? Was this meal low cost? Because I prepared it without having to go out and have my parents buy a lot of things. And was it nutritious? Did you get some of the nutrients that you're supposed to have, such as protein, fat, carbohydrates, and some of the foods you prepare give you iron? So these are the types of questions you want to ask yourself as you read these situations and make out the food list that you're going to have for that day. Whether it's for your family or something you're fixing that morning for yourself, okay, which is a breakfast. All right, and then after we do that, we're going to discuss these and talk about the pre-test that you took this morning. Okay? Where we're talking about skipping lunch and why you need to eat a good diet and have a variety of foods in your Hi.
See ya.
Did you get the office yet?
No, tell me about the office. Walk in here and you talk to the camera.
The office was supposed to stay here to help us in the morning. And come in here and then we have a sign out sheet. We have to sign in, then we have a sign out sheet. Sign in, and then we sign out. What time we sign out?
Cool. Thanks, Kevin. Basketball court?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me see if I can get the whole thing. All right. Well, I guess you're going to have to do a shot, Kevin. Just say something about it and then make a shot for me.
This is basketball court. We play basketball. Group I'm in, the group I was in, we come out here, down here. It's the basketball group. We come out here and we play basketball over there. And then we have like a thing down here. I don't know, it's like a tournament for basketball.
Go for a shot. Beautiful.
Okay, we're here at the Citadel of Hope, which is run by True Apostolic Church, the church that we're staying at. Pastor Melvin Williams has been a leading worker in this community. He is a man of great vision and great hope for the inner city. And his church has been on the forefront of outreach efforts. This particular building has been used to house the homeless. They now have a daycare center on the first floor, and my staff is staying on the second floor where the homeless have stayed in the past, in the wintertime. So it's been really a blessing for us to be here with a church that is so involved in their community. Sound good?
Yes.
Sound good, great.
Brenda! They got
What program is it? Hi, it's called AIM. AIM. It sounds, has to do with missions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the lady that runs it just walked over there. I'm just with her. Oh, there she is over there. She knows all about it.
Oh, okay.
You can talk to her. Are you interested?
Yeah, but you know, like part-time cause I work in the daytime.
Uh-huh. Yeah, talk to her. Her name's Mary Lou.
Ours is very cool. Seriously. I knew that, I wouldn't have got this.
Right.
What do you want, Mountain Dew or Coke?
She has multiple content around us. Hey, Pete.
I'm not sure. Can't find you. Okay, Keith, what's the scoop?
How old are you?
You guys talk loud. This noise is loud, right? This is where the sound all goes in.
Tell her how old you are and when you're going to move in the house. Brenda?
I'm 9 years old. I hope we move back in the house next week.
This is your house? Man, oh, this is great. Okay, well, I'll bet you could give me a tour around the side of it, right? Cool. Can I follow you? All right. Don't go too fast in front of me. Here, I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder so I can know where I'm going. Okay, all right. You leave me, and you talk into the mic. Tell me stuff.
This is the fun.
Uh-huh. You can tell me stuff like who you live with and where you've been living and stuff like that, and when you plan to move back in it.
I live with my brothers and cousin and grandma. This is the side of the house.
The side of the house? I'll tell you what.
This is the back of the house. Our grandma's room is upstairs. My kitchen downstairs. They used to be my younger brother over there. This is the backyard. That's the garage.
This is the garage? Okay, tell me again where your room is.
My room is up there, but my room is in grandma's room. She got another gate up there. She said I ain't want to.
Okay, tell me the story. I don't know anything about this, but I hear something happened so you all didn't get to be in here. So you tell me the scoop, okay?
I gotta tell you what.
Tell me the whole story about why the house burned or what you know about this whole thing.
The house burned down by a wire in the kitchen. Our grandma heard the alarm go off that morning. And she didn't check it. She said she thought about calling the fire department. She was getting ready to get late for work. She said it might be alright.
Okay, you look in this and then they'll be able to hear you even a little better. Okay, start again. You're doing great.
It was a well that started from the kitchen up there by the light bulb. My grandma heard the alarm go off. She said it's alright. Then she thought about calling the fire department. Then she went on about her work job. She had a meeting, and when he came home, the house had burned down.
Hi.
I'm the one gonna be all upset.
You're all upset?
Yep.
You live here too? What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. Do you have anything you want to add to this story about how it all happened? You want to tell the camera anything? To talk to the lens.
Hi. I told the man, let's go around, see what happened to our grandma, but he didn't listen.
Oh, yeah.
Then the man told my brother, Ivan, he ain't gonna get in the car. Then we went back around to the apartments. Then we went back around to the apartments. Then we stayed around there. That's all. Wait for Saturday. I just be glad when we back up in our house. What?
Hi.
What you want to do, what? I'll put my pipe.
How long is it going to take this house to be fixed up, guys? What do you know?
Probably about 2 months. No, it's not. Probably. So, I think next week.
Next week? Wow. You think so?
I think it's going to cost $1,455,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you have to say?
100. Forgot to say his name.
Oh.
$156. Now my turn. I think it's supposed to be $670.
That's high estimates, right? It might even be all three of those amounts combined together. Can you imagine that? Mm-hmm. Gee whiz. Okay, so this house is going to look big and beautiful soon, huh?
Yeah. You want to go inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can these guys come too?
So you're living where?
Upstairs.
Upstairs right here. And Viola is living where? Around the corner with her friend. And you've been living there. How long has it been since the house burned?
I think about a year, 4 months.
I think it was a year ago in March.
Yeah.
And it's now July. Can I get this thing out of your eye? You got a little eyelash. Now don't trip over the cord here. So we're going to go inside and see what the house looks like inside, okay? All right. Didn't I tell you all not to get dirty? I told y'all not to get dirty this morning because we were going to come video.
What's for lunch?
Sandwiches.
Ham and cheese sandwiches.
Tasty treat.
Oh, my salami.
You see it.
What'd you say?
Have you been to Nashville?
No.
He was here. I didn't.
Is the dirty dozen there in the back? Dirty half dozen?
Have you been back?
Who's the dirtiest?
I think it's hot.
Okay, show me a big old chunk of dirt for the camera here. Ooh, there's a good knee. I got a good knee.
Look at those hands back. Oh yeah, what happened to your knee?
What?
what this room is and the next room. Just say, this is the living room or whatever, okay?
This is the living.
I just want to say one other thing. I'll have to like go up and down kind of slowly, so give me a little time to do that when you point something out for me.
Okay. This is the living room. TV was over there. A stove was, yeah. A stove was right there. A TV was in the middle of the floor right there. The room was bigger. And this over here is the bathroom.
Sort of a see-through bathroom now, right? Air conditioned. Do you know what they're going to do today?
I had no idea.
They're going to try to put in new windows. So I think they've started upstairs, so we'll go up and look at that too. And what was this room?
It was the kitchen.
This was the kitchen. Is that where the sink was?
Stove was over there. We had a cabinet right there and a cabinet over there.
This was the back porch out here, right?
The heater over there.
What was, say it again?
The heater.
The heater.
Right? What else you gonna show me?
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw off the bike? Can I help you fix it out there? Some of those guys know how to fix bikes.
Sure.
What? Huh? Let me look. Oh, Mom, this was our uncle's room.
This was what now?
My uncle.
Your uncle's room.
Yes.
Okay.
This is his stuff. That is my aunt room over there.
Sure. So they're putting in windows.
That's my brother.
Whose room is this?
This
This is your uncle's room. Watch out for the door.
You've been watching this go on the whole time? Is it fun? What's the funnest part about it?
they working on.
Did you watch them paint yesterday? Isn't it good to see it being painted?
Well, y'all got
It's a lot better, doesn't it?
Y'all got any water.
Got any water?
Maybe an ice cube, I don't know.
They might have some water downstairs. You go ask the kids downstairs.
Okay, I think we've got enough, don't you think?
Yeah. We'll get really nice on video.
Can we have any? Can we have any?
Where are they, nails?
Yes.
You can ask the guys downstairs. They might need some.
Kate!
Yeah.
Tell me his name again.
This is Charles Cochran. And Charles can probably speak better for himself about what his vision for the inner city and housing is. So go to it, Charles.
Well, there's just such a need to be able to come and work in the city. And there's a lot of Viola Newtons around. And this is Viola Newton's home again. But there's literally hundreds of Viola Newtons. And who's going to help them if the church doesn't? We certainly don't want other cult groups doing it. So I believe God has called us, it's mandated in Scripture that we do it. So I just decided I was going to do it, and then I sort of created a crisis, and now I've called the church to help me. And that's sort of what we're up to. We're up to creating major crisis in the city and then said, help, we need your help. And that's exactly what's taking place. God is answering prayers, the prayers of many people, you know, like Viola here.
Tell us about It's not going to be good.
If you stay close to the mic, you can ask. We'll stand a little bit away.
Yeah, we can look at the windows.
This is some of mine.
Yeah. Let's talk about, we need to be close though. Tell us about Viola and what happened to Viola.
Last year, this home burned, and I don't know even how I found out about it, but I came up here and I saw it, and I just said, I would like to pray with you. And sometimes we're the answer to our own prayers, I guess, you might say. And as I prayed, I really felt the Lord prick my heart to say, you know, you need to help her. I didn't have the money, nor the time. But again, I was just kind of compelled. And I mean, we make time for whatever we want to do. So I just decided to start doing something. And immediately, a group called us from the city and said, look, we want to come help. And it was about 3 or 4 groups within a matter of a few days said we want to come. So we've had about 165 people doing minor to major things in this home. And people just volunteer to come off the street sometime and work for us and work for a couple hours here or there. The local man who runs the laundromat worked with us.
Hey, Frank, just get a picture of you doing this.
So your next crew, you have them come in, run electrical wires.
I'm gonna hire the electrical and plumbing.
What?
You could say, you can start talking any old time. I'll just, the mic will be right here by your voice. So you can
What do you want me to say?
Oh, you're just saying what you're going to do.
Well, we're going to redo the siding on the whole back of the house after he gets that door cut up so we can get the new steel door in. He's already got the floor level.
pull the rest of the floor across it and level that up. We're going to pour this here and make this a tool shed out back next week.
Yeah, no. Okay, what did you put on makeup? They were saying it was so hot.
It is hot in that room.
The electric heat was on the whole time they were there.
Well, my roommate has an extra fan that I somehow have to connect with her this afternoon.
I'm sure that this is on the wall. I know what I'll change the air.
Nothing's never been there. Oh my God, I am 3 weeks overdue at the hair.
I was about 2 months overdue until last week, but I finally got a perm.
I was supposed to go and get a perm before this officially kicked off. And I said, I'll never be hot and be all tight. More airline. Oh, this is it. Talk to me, very new woman.
Marguerite,
Yes.
you are the mainstay of True Apostolic Church.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about True Apostolic and what your ministry is, and also how you and I got to be connected, if you can remember.
Yeah. I will say that this church has always been a church that opens its doors to do various mission projects. We run a social program that's on a daily basis. We do inner city operations with feeding the poor and distributing clothes. We provide service to the homeless. We've operated for the past 5 years, the largest temporary shelter site in the state, housing about 18,000 men over 5 years. And the only operates to work with all of the Territory program for 5 months. And we've worked with Wyoming. And I believe that's how we did very much. We were from the Wyoming. I think some of the kids have come over and would sing. We've had the King's kids come and perform and they sing for a week. So when we met, we wanted to do it. We said we were going to try. And it's been enlightening. It's been so moving. The kids have touched the pastor's heart. I was sharing with the congregation on last meeting how it was such an humbling experience to see them not complaining and being so grateful. So thankful for everything. I've never had so many to come out, cook for many, and never had so many to come in and say, we're so appreciative for what you do, so willing to help. And that has really been a blessing to me, and I'm going to cry with you. I already got my mind made up. I'm going to hug all of it.
We thank you. Marguerite has been doing the food for 50 kids this week on top of her regular church duties.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
I'm glad. I'm glad to do it. They have been just wonderful. Come on in, Pastor. This is on Pastor. You don't want to be on the video? Catch him. He's good on TV.
Okay. That's Pastor Williams. We're going to go upstairs. Marty, I just have Marty for this little bitty time.
this normally a sanctuary?
It's sort of a youth sanctuary that they use it for. This is.
What, you could speak, that'd be good, it would explain.
This is like a dining room up here, and also they have, and here's where we eat, which is called the upper room. I believe the church uses it for different functions and all. But what we do is when we finish eating each evening, we close up the tables and fold the chairs up, stack them up against the walls and all. And the girls will all come in here and sleep in here because it's the only room that has air conditioning.
It's hilarious. I'll just take a picture of some work gloves here.
Here's Brenda Jackson taking a little rest. Talk on the thing, Brenda.
Hi, I'm Brenda. I'm resting.
Talk on your radio, Brenda.
Oh, okay. Frank, where are you? Can you hear me?
Oops, no one came.
What's your name?
Amy Bird.
Where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
And what are you doing today?
I'm just cleaning up the office building, scrubbing down the cabinet, the walls.
Oh, really? I was cleaning one of them.
You just take your time. We're going to be out in the car reaching the store.
Which office building?
Cross River.
Do you know anything about it?
All I know is that there's like a bunch of volunteer doctors and stuff that come in just, a couple times a week or something to care for the homeless or the people without health insurance.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Carla.
And where are you from?
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
And what are you doing today?
I am sanding this sledge here, whatever it is, and then I'm putting degloss and I have to paint it over again.
Great.
Well, see, what must be done to them? Pool.
Hi, ladies.
Hi. I need you to go to front and back on the first page and check yes and no.
I
There we go, Chris.
Versus who is this that even the wisdom of the man? Who is this? The triangle. Man, don't get with that like that. Wait, my mom. Don't tell me. Alright. Can you say the first line? No.
Go ahead. Read it. Right here. Let's try it. Let's all say it together once. Antoine, you think you got it? Say it. See what you can say. Go ahead. Well, let's go around. Let's have one. I think these three got it.
No, tell me about it, Richard.
All of this brush was along the fence, right inside this enclosure, which we'll photograph a little bit later, but the AIM group cleared it all out in about, I guess it put about 10 hours in here altogether, different groups cutting
And I'm
down
going to
trees.
pan the
brush.
fence. This is where it came from. This is a fence that lines the, lines the playground of the back of Father Mike's building. And this is a bunch of kids out playing. This is part of Father Mike's summer camp.